What do you got?
Repeat top split winner of the qualifying series.
He knew it was just a matter of time when Hunter Sr. is victorious.
Josh Adams taking the win at Iowa.
Juicy Spider Motorsports takes home the 1-2-3 finish.
Premier Racing Setups is the longest running setup shop on iRacing. Our monthly subscription options start as low as $20 a month. We offer setups for dirt oval, asphalt oval, and road racing, covering a wide range of cars and skill levels. Built and tested by top-tier sim racers, this isn't just a business, it's a community of competitive drivers. If you want to better your iRacing experience, head over to PremierRacingSetups.com today. And remember, if you don't get one, you're going to chase one.
This isn't just another sim race, this isn't just another online league, and this isn't just another trophy on a shelf. This is the Charity Cup Series.
Drivers choose the charity. Talent chooses the winner. The culture is strong, but the competition is stronger. Most events focus on just one cause, not here. Each driver selects a charity to race for, leaving dozens of causes in contention as drivers fight for a place in the top 5.
Think you've got what it takes to join the Charity Cup Series? Find a cause you believe in and buckle up. This is more than your everyday sim racing experience. This is the Charity Cup Series.
Welcome back, everybody, and welcome back to another exciting Thrillercar race here tonight at Darlington. the Intimidator 175 here, of course, with the Thrillercar series. We are looking forward to an exciting 175 laps tonight that these guys will have to go through. Of course, I'd like to take this time to thank some of our sponsors: CFM Speed Shop, PTP, Path to Podium, Racing Standards, of course, CFM Performance, that sponsors the main series actually out here. Give me a sec, I got a couple buttons. Braden Wellman Graphics, Bull Motorsports, and that is who we are all proud to represent here tonight for this amazing race. And I also am going to have a guest I'm going to be bringing in once again. I'm going to have Wyatt Miller here to open with me. And he just told me now that qualifying is green. So Miller, you're open. So you're on air. Welcome.
All right. Yeah. Welcome in, guys. We have tons of wonderful sponsors tonight. 175 laps tonight. So it's a long race. Cars are going to have to, be careful. So we're qualifying is getting ready to go underway, and I'll hand it back to you in qualifying. First car on track now.
Thank you so much. First car that we're going to be having out is going to be, is that 91 we're seeing? Jonathan Schaefer. He's going to get a chance to lead the pack here with the first qualifying. He's going to get those tires spinning. I did hear a little bit of complaints kind of in the practice that track's a little bit hot today, so these guys are going to have to be careful. They're going to have to drive their lines a little bit tighter than they're probably used to. Nonetheless, here's Schaefer now going for his little warm-up, get his tires nice and warm. And here is the flyer for Schaefer now. First qualifying lap. Let's see what he can do with it. Schaefer doing a very good job so far, making sure Schaefer doing a very good job so far on his race line. Like I did say, this is a hot track. So these guys are going to have to be careful. And then from what I'm told, this track's actually going to be moved tonight here. So should get a chance to cool down, and these guys should actually get different racing conditions for the second half of the race, as his first lap is actually going to bring up a lap time of 30.27. Now he should be fully up to speed, and let's see if he can shave a couple seconds off there. Schaefer doing a great job so far for the first lap of the night. And here's going to be his second coming up now, and here's a second, and that is going to come up with a lap time of 30.19, and now he's going to get a chance to slow down here and come on into the pits. Schaefer on his way to the pits, and I believe it's going to be Wyatt Blair next, if I'm not mistaken, and he's going to go to the end of the pack. Blair so far with the time to beat is 30 seconds at .19. So it's going to be...
Jonathan Schaefer's out there, or Harry Staller's out there.
Say Schaefer's still coming in, and then it's Blair, right?
No, Harry Staller's on track right now.
There it is. Staller's first lap's going to bring up a 30.53. He's got to get a little bit quicker than that if he plans on beating Schaefer's time. But doing a really good job so far. I did see him slide a little bit there coming toward that top of the pack. Here is now his second lap coming to the end. Only 2 laps for the qualifying. And his second lap is going to bring up a time of 30.58. So that was actually a little bit slower than he got. And then next, it looks like it's going to be Soto out here. Soto on the flyer. Soto starting his first lap off strong. It's going to be Javier Soto, number 43. Beautiful car scheme that he's got going today. Continuing, doing an amazing job on the line. And that's going to be his first. That's going to bring up a lap time of 30.83. He's going to get a chance to shave off some seconds. Maybe he'll be able to get out in front of Stallard. Unsure yet. And here's going to be his second lap of the race. Is going to bring up a 30.56, 3 seconds off. That's never fun. And now we got Wyatt Blair in the good wrench car. Blair up on his flyer now. And the Wheaties good wrench. Here's Blair, and he's going to get a chance to take home, as I do believe he might be one of the faster people that we have tonight besides Schaefer. Blair tonight in the Chevy. License is A-class at a 2.47, as he's hitting 175 right now on this straight. Blair. First lap coming to an end, and that's going to bring up the time of 31.02. Definitely not as fast as he was hoping. A whole second, almost, from off of Schaefer. Next, coming out of the pits right now, we have Joshua Fireball Culbreth. And here's going to be the conclusion of Blair's second lap, and this is going to bring up a time of 31.09. As he's going to slow down, and now we're going to have Josh up here, and there's the flyer, and he's going to get a chance here to see where he lands. So far, it's been 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see if he can get in front of any of these guys. And here's going to be Josh with his first lap for qualifying. And that's going to hit him at 160 miles an hour, and that's going to put him at 30.96, able to bypass Blair on the line, up on the grid. He's in a second. He is definitely coming out as one of the quicker racers on these straights tonight, as he's hitting about 170. But that could be also late braking, so he's going to have to be a little bit more careful going into the end of the night, as he just scratches the wall there, as I saw some sparks go flying. And there's his second lap. And his second lap will bring up a 3.96. He got the exact same lap time as now. We're going to have Jackson Jones here on the fly. Jones hitting that corner at about 150. Jones definitely holding a good time right now, as his first lap is going to be a 31.34. That's going to be a little bit in front of Blair there, as he's going to have to do something here to prove it. Jones still got a little bit left on this leg. Let's see what he can do with it. Jones, and here is going to be his second lap of the race, and that's going to, of qualifying, and that's going to put him at 30.93, bypassing Culbreth and Blair. He is now going to be fourth on the starting grid. Next, coming out of the pits is going to be Jacob Witt. He's going to need a chance here to warm these tires up. And that, by far, is a beautiful paint scheme he's got going on tonight. Chrome numbers and everything. Either that or it's my game glitching. It's definitely my game glitching. But nonetheless, that is a beautiful looking car out there tonight. Witt has his fly. And here is going to be his first lap of qualifying. He's going to take that corner at about 150. 152 was his peak. And he's going to get up to about 170 here on the straight as well. Oh, he proved me wrong. He went actually 172 there before he started braking. A little bit of a late break there. Unless his setup might just be a little bit different, as I do not believe this is closed. And here is that's gonna be his first lap of the race. That's gonna be a 31.34. These guys are going faster than I'd be going. I'd probably be a 39. So that tells you anything about me. There you go. And here is gonna be Witt's second lap. Witt's second lap is here now, and he's going to cut that down to a 31.07, and that's going to put him in the number 7 position out there on the grid. Next is going to be Mr. Barefoot, or apologies. It's going to be Penny Barefoot out there now. Barefoot on the fly. Barefoot coming in. Is doing a good job so far. Got up about 152, and he's just going to give that corner a nice little kiss right there. Little peck on the lips, as you could say. And almost does it there, able to avoid it there toward the end, and it is thundering outside of my window right now. Holy Lord. And that's going to be his first lap. It's going to be 31.51. So far, it's going to be Schaefer with the best lap of the qualifying so far. That's going to be a 30.19. Barefoot is going to get to bring her in, as now we have Benjamin Rittenhauer out here on the track. Rittenhauer on the fly. And he's going to have to get going fast here if he wants to get up in any of these starting positions. Time to beat 30.19. Time to get in that front 5 of the pack is going to be a 30.96. So he has to see if he can do it now here. So far, Rittenhauer doing a good job, coming in about the last little quarter of his lap. And that's going to bring up a lap time of 31.87. If he can trim a little bit off, he'll get up on the top. He'll get up there pretty quick. I recommend staying a little bit tighter to that wall. And he's just going to slide into it there. And here's the second lap, and that's going to put him just in front of Barefoot there by actually 0.3 seconds. He's going to get it up. Now we got Ryder Hugert coming out. He's going to give his chance at qualifying on the first lap. Ryder just smokes the wall right there. Not even a quarter into his lap, and I think he's going to slow her down and bring her in right away. Not the way you want to start qualifying. Nonetheless, Ericsson out now in the Evolution car. Number 12, Evolution, the Dodge. I'm a big Dodge fan, always will be, always have been. And this is definitely a good wrap to be rooting for today. Ericsson going in on his first corner. Gonna have an exit speed there, about 128. Now, looking at his second. He's not going to hit the brake as heavy there, as his exit speed is still going to be 150 miles an hour. Now let's see if he can hammer it on the straight here, send her home for the first lap of the race, as he is halfway through his first lap of qualifying. Now here's the last quarter, and he's just going to scrape the wall there. He's going to give him a little bit of paint. He's going to trade the paint with him, if you will. And his first lap for qualifying is going to come out to be a... Waiting for it to load. Lap did not count. Lap was abnormal. And he is also going to bring it in, I believe. Yep. He will be bringing it in as Mason Gubick is going to step out onto the track. Going to have an opportunity here to get up on that board. Only a few people haven't posted lap times yet. And he's just going to get a little bit too far down to correct and slide into the track wall. Not even halfway in his first lap. Well, a little bit after halfway, as this is going to bring up just the third quarter. Here's going to be his first lap, and that's going to bring up an abnormal lap time, and he's going to have to bring her in. Now, Parker Leak's going to spin out and just immediately go back there to the pits. See if he'll have another chance here. And that's going to be a negative, as this is going to be Jackson Lauterbach. And the beautiful Dodge again. Wonder if he's partners with Ericsson tonight. There's a chance. Only 2 Dodges in the session. Well, only 2 Rams in the session. And he's also going to trade paint with the wall. But here's his flyer, so now it's officially counting. All that trading paint affected was just slowed him down a little bit coming out of the corner. He's going to have to be mindful of that going back into it. And post a beautiful corner with an exit speed about of 150 it showed. And he's going to trade a little bit of paint there, but he's still on the run at about 150 miles an hour. A little bit of a late break there. Nonetheless, takes that corner beautifully. And here we go. Next opportunity here for Lauterbach. And this is going to give him a lap time of... Oh, he's at the point... Sorry, he's only about halfway through the stretch. gonna have the opportunity here. There's gonna be a second lap, and that one is gonna put him up at a 3:136. As it looks like this person's name is race director. If I recall, that's actually be Wyatt Miller, who forgot to switch his name over. Nonetheless, Miller is getting an opportunity to lap time today. He did say that if he causes enough accidents, though, he's going to take a break from it and come back. And he's going to go straight into the wall. And I'm guessing that's going to be the extent to his racing today. As next person we're going to have out is going to be who else needs to complete a lap time? Let's go check out Schaefer over there. And it looks like we might have a little break in the action. Well, we'll be right back. We're going to go into a quick little commercial. See you folks in a bit.
Donnie Kite's gonna get through it all and score his first career win in the Saturday Night Racing League Cup Series. What a finish!
It's too little, too late from behind, and Sebastian Marin, your first repeat top split winner of the qualifying series. He knew it was just a matter of time when Hunter Sr. is victorious.
Josh Adams taking the win at Iowa.
Juicy Spider Motorsports takes home the one.
There you go. We are back. I ended up just having people that did not post lap times, and they're going to be sent straight to the back of the pack. But here is going to be our grid as follows. Once again, apologies. I had to cut that break a little bit short. It's going to be Schaefer, followed by Stoller, followed by Soto, Jones, Colbreth, Blair, Witt, Lauterbach, Rittenauer, Barefoot, Kubik, Leak, Erickson, Hugert, and then looks like we're going to have some people that might not even get a chance to race today. As it is time, everybody's excited. Let's race. I'm just kind of waiting for the race to start. You know, it's one of those things. I had my timing wrong, but nonetheless, that's sometimes okay to have happen, as we are just moments away at the grid. And here is going to be our formation lap for the Intimidator 175. As these guys are looking forward to, for sure, an exciting race. This is the 5th race of the season. And we are getting ready to come out here now, as we're going to see this light go green any second. Green flag right there, just of course as I say it. And these guys are off to the races. These guys, sorry, Schaefer trying to form form them all up into a single line formation. Don't gotta worry much about people passing you in the single. It's when you go too wide that guys start to get a little bit nervous. Nonetheless, Schaefer holding on strong to that first number place, and that's gonna be Harry Stallard right behind him. Schaefer just posted a 36.25. As that is going to be the second lap of 175 laps. Luckily, this is not on a super speedway, though, so realistically, it's going to be like 80 laps, something like that. We shall see if I am correct. Got a couple of people past each other. It looks like Ryder Hugert passed Benjamin, and there's me, the first yellow flag of the race. As I'm trying to find out who crashed into who currently. That's me, Benjamin Riddenauer crashed. Unfortunately, doubt I'll be able to pull it up. But we are going to pull somebody in on here now. And the person we're actually going to pull in is going to be the first place person, Jonathan Schaefer. Schaefer, how's it going today? Doing solid, sir. Well, how's that first start to a race? You guys got about 2 laps down, got into a caution, but for you, your qualifier was quite good, wasn't it? You ended up pulling it up now. Well, that's awesome to hear, Schaefer. But then, other than that, what is you and your? Cause you got a couple people on the team today, don't you? Hmm. So then, what's your goal for tonight's race? Are you going more for points, or what's your plan? Great to hear, Schaefer. Well, good luck to you today, sir. Appreciate it. Once again, that was Jonathan Schaefer, who was able to join us just there briefly. Safety car should be on the way here soon. First caution of the race, and these guys are going to be about 5 laps down. Nonetheless, movement stays about the same. Didn't have a lot of people move aside for Riddenauer, who, if I'm looking at it, did actually have to go into the pits. Yes, Riddenauer did have to go into the pits. Able to get out of there just in time, though. But he's going to be sitting about P10 currently. Gubic also leaving the pit lane currently. As these guys are back in the green flag and they are going to be off racing again. Schaefer remaining in first, Stoller right behind him, followed by Jones, Blair, and Culbreth is going to be in the 5th place spot. But here we are currently with Schaefer. Schaefer leading in first. There's definitely a couple car lengths there behind him as he is pulling out lap 8 of 175. If I recall, I actually didn't ask, but these guys will have to go in for fuel today, as he's been able to create a gap of almost a full second currently between him and Stollard. So far, doing an amazing job. But I'd like to turn attention to the back of the pack over here to Gubic, who is just tearing it up on there. And oh, these guys are going to touch the wall. Second I move to him, of course. Mason Gubic, we're spectating right now, is going to be the number 72 car. It's going to be that beautiful blue and white. As he almost got past there, he might be able to retake it. And that's going to be, looks like 28 coming up against him, and just 28's going to actually bump that yellow car right there, and that yellow car is going to have to slow down and take a breath. Yeah, that's going to be number 28 tonight, whose name is not shown on my roster, but if I had to guess, that's going to be Jackson Lauterbach. That just got sent into the wall right there, and he's going to have to bring her in a little bit slower, I believe. We'll zoom on back over here to Schaefer, who is just making this lead bigger and bigger, as there is a 1.40 gap right now between him and second place. And then from Schaefer to Blair is going to be almost a 2-second gap. Schaefer doing a phenomenal job so far, creating that gap early on in the race. Something that he talked about just a little bit in the interview. You know, he's been working on these setups. He's been doing what he can, and he's doing a good job of it so far. We're gonna come back here to Culbreth.
You're muted. Ben, you're muted.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
I'm showing audio right now.
Sure,
let me listen to my stream.
Ben, you're muted.
I am not muted.
Well, you were just 2 seconds ago.
Great to hear, Schaefer. I was never in Discord. I was muted probably.
Oh, okay. I don't know.
Yeah.
Blair
okay.
said you were.
Yeah, no, I don't broadcast through Discord.
He's good now.
Oh, Blair said he's good now.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I was confused. Sorry. And of course, during that time, second caution went out. Did you see a chance to what happened there, Miller? Miller's not in here anymore. Never mind. Let me go ahead and grab. Let's go ahead and we'll go ahead and grab the other Wyatt. It's gonna be Wyatt Blair now with us. Blair, how's it going tonight?
Hey, what's up, dude? It's going pretty good so far. You know, didn't have the best qualifying effort, but we're starting to rebound from that, luckily.
Yep. My screen, it shows that you're sitting about P3 right now. Does that sound about right to you?
Yep.
P3. You moved up. You started this race going. You started in the 6th spot position. How were you able to gain 3 positions in? Granted, you know, we're in 13 laps so far, but what was kind of your goal going into this?
Yeah, honestly, my goal here at Darlington is just don't be involved in the wrecks. This track is too tough to tame. It takes a lot of patience here, and the tiniest little slip up will send you into the wall and your day's over. So it's just trying to find the right groove here and trying to keep it off the wall, honestly.
Oh yeah, absolutely. We saw that happen a few times. Where in qualifying, a few of these guys did go into the wall, but now y'all are in your second caution of the night. You guys are going to have a chance to show them what you're made of. So good luck to you tonight, Blair.
Thank you.
Once again, that was Wyatt Blair. He is currently sitting P3. 17 people in the session. And it is going to be first place, Jonathan Schaefer. It's been the name of the night so far. As at one point, he was able to get that gap up to about 1.2, but then these guys did have to slow down here for the second caution. And change that. Coming out of the pits now, I just saw you a little bit too late. That was going to be Jake Erickson coming out of the pimps, it looks like. The pits, not pimps. Don't know what was going on there. But here we are. And this is just such a cool view. This is the blimp view that I got going on now. And it looks like I got a couple of views that I'm having fun with. I honestly didn't know I had all of these, and they're kind of fun to click. As I got literally all of them. I didn't know I had all these different cameras, but yeah, nonetheless. Schaefer first, and that safety car is going to roll on in. He's going to get an opportunity to come, as this is the green flag. Lap 16 of 175. And Stollard trying to get up. It's Schaefer's business. I think he does it. He's only got the toe out in front right now, but these guys are going to get to go into formation with Stollard in first place. And that was an impressive way to get first there. Give me a second. I'm going to go look for this crash. Not exactly sure what happened, but saying that Blair was the one that crashed. No, it was the race director, actually. That's going to be Wyatt Miller that crashed. As we're going to come into our third caution of the race, and Harry Stollard will be in that first place. We are going to bring Miller in here. Let's find out what happened. Miller, what's going on?
Oh, not much. We're just out here being squirrels.
Yeah, I noticed that. What exactly happened?
Well, I don't really know. I just they started wrecking in front of me, so I tried to dodge them, and I was on the bottom, and then I got back up above that crease coming off the corner because there's a crease there whenever you come back off the track, and I just lost all control.
Well, that is
Completely.
definitely unfortunate. I don't know what else to tell you there. But honestly, get into those pits. See if you guys got a couple quick fixes tonight, if I recall. And
We do. I've already used 2 of them.
you only got one more then, so be smart with it.
Yep.
All right, take it easy, Wyatt. Just getting Wyatt Miller here with our broadcast. As I'm going to try to pull up that crash, because I did not see that, so I really want to see what happened. Never mind. I guess I cannot see what it looks like. It's not going to let me. That's unfortunate. Yep. But anyway, so this, I guess I was wrong. This race was supposed to be at night. Definitely is not. Nonetheless, third caution of the Intimidator 175. As I am trying to make this look, I'm trying to make this ticker look good for you guys, but I forgot how much stuff I had to do. This is going to be lap 19 of 175. And that logo's not fixed either. Give me 1 second, as I'm going to try to fix that. And there's going to be your green flag. And that's just how good I am at my job. I was able to fix that guy right away. And look, it didn't even get that far out into it, and that's going to be a yellow flag. Don't even know what happened there. That's going to be Jake Erickson and Benjamin Rinnauer back at it again. Excuse me, I'm going to have to do a little bit of touch-up here. Just to get it back going in. And fourth caution we're looking at tonight. Definitely not what any of us were hoping to see, as it's going to be Harry Stollard in first. Schaefer behind him, still with a good chunk of space, sorry. Here we are, as I was gonna pull somebody in, but the 4 people. As person I was gonna pull, there he is. And now you guys can go ahead and say hello to Ryder Hugert. Hopefully I'm saying that one right. Ryder, how's it going today?
I don't know.
You haven't been able to figure that part out yet? Still waiting on an answer?
Yeah.
I get it. So, sitting P11, not horrible, but I'm kind of looking back. Doesn't look like you've been in any of the crashes so far today.
Well,
you have.
I just got an EOL because I half spun in front of the field and caused that last wreck.
You know what? Stuff happens. You just gotta do your absolute best that you can, right?
Yeah.
Well, other than that, Ryder, good luck on the rest of today's race, man, and drive safe out there, okay? And you got this. I'm not concerned. Nonetheless, fourth caution of the race. As I will be right back after this short word from the commercial.
Premier Racing Setups is the longest running setup shop on iRacing. Our monthly subscription options start as low as $20 a month. We offer setups for dirt oval, asphalt oval, and road racing, covering a wide range of cars and skill levels. Built and tested by top-tier sim racers, this isn't just a business, it's a community of competitive drivers. If you want to better your iRacing experience, head over to PremierRacingSetups.com today. And remember, if you don't get one, you're going to chase one.
Welcome back, everybody. And here is the green flag with the most perfect timing I could think of. As Harry Stollard and John Schaefer are currently in the battle for first place. They're going to have to leave everything they got out on the track today. If both of these guys want to take a first place, and this would be Harry Stollard. Of course, I was just looking over for a sec. Slammed on his brakes. And that's going to bring up another yellow flag. Let me see if I can pull him in here and see what's going on. Unable to. So I got nobody else to pull on in. Nonetheless, without anybody else pulling, we will just go into another quick commercial break for these couple of laps. These guys go around the fifth caution of the night, and we will be right back here, ladies and gentlemen, so do not go anywhere.
Donnie Kite's gonna get through it all and score his first career win in the Saturday Night Racing League Cup Series. What a finish!
It's too little, too late from behind, and Sebastian Marin, your first repeat top split winner of the qualifying series.
We knew it was just a matter of time when Hunter Sr. is victorious.
Josh Adams taking the win at Iowa.
Juicy Spider Motorsports takes home the 1, 2, 3 finish.
And I believe that is what they would have called perfect timing if my ad was 30 seconds longer. But with that being said, I will take this time to thank our sponsors here for Fearless Broadcasting. That is going to be Premier Racing Setups, JS Studios, Fearless Motorsports, Goose's Rattlecan Shop, Puffy Swag Shop, and Fitness 19. And here, fifth caution of the race, as safety car should be coming in. The results of this corner. Safety car is into that pit lane right there. Let's see if I can actually catch him going in time. I was not able to. That is A-okay, but we're going to have Schaefer back in first, Stollard right behind him. Schaefer already trying to put a gap out there. Schaefer already with about half a second gap between him and Stollard as we are coming up on lap 30, and this is going to be the 6th caution of the race via Jake Erickson. And we're definitely going to pull somebody in here. We're going to go ahead and pull... Gonna pull Miller in here.
This is also your last chance here on this restart. So
Miller,
far you
how's it going?
almost caused 3 wrecks. It's not going great. I'm just kind of riding around back here. I got a little bit of damage, waiting to use a fast repair. So I'm just kind of riding around back here. It's only lap 30 of 175. We've had a lot of yellows so far. I'm telling these drivers to clean it up. I mean, man, the first 15 laps went great, and then we just started having caution after caution after caution, and now we're here.
Yeah. Just saying, I do think it's very ironic that you just gave that car in front of you a kiss as you said that, but nonetheless, so then I gotta ask, with you being an owner, what is kind of your plan to clean this race up?
Just pound it in the driver's head, really. Try to just get these guys to clean up, and if we can't get it cleaned up, I'm gonna have to start kicking whoever wrecks. It's sad. We only have 17 drivers out here tonight. One of our lower car counts, Darlington usually does draw a lot of attention. So we have about 10 cars left on the lead lap, and still not doing great. So we're gonna try to get this better and make it better for you fans.
Thank you very much, Wyatt. I'm gonna go ahead and send you back here, and good luck with the rest of the race. Once again, Wyatt Miller now just joining us. As I am without words currently. Here we are, 6th caution of the Intimidator. 175, and these drivers definitely thinking it is for sure intimidating out there today. And there's the green flag as we were coming up at lap 31 of 175, which is, to say the least, a lot of laps to go. Still got and of course, with everybody being so surprised, it's Schaefer in the lead, not able to get out his half-second gap yet, but between him and Gubik, there is a 2-second gap. As we still have plenty of laps here to go. coming up against the wall. Schaefer just barely missed it. I actually thought he was going to give it a tap through, but he's done that a few times tonight where I was pretty confident he was actually going to clip the wall, and he surprised me and did not. And I just kind of looking for some action out here on the track. We do have Fireball, we do have Colbreth, who's remaining in that 5th place spot where he started the race out as, actually. Nonetheless, we are going to have race director, otherwise known as Wyatt Miller, is going to be up a couple spots. He started P15 and is able to get up there to P11. And nonetheless, here is Jonathan Schaefer back at it again. As we are going to hit lap 38 of 175. And we still had a very solid race here. Schaefer in first, gonna be followed by Stollard, Jones, Gubick, and Colbreth. And here we are. It's going to be lap 39 of plenty of laps to remain. Schaefer still in first. Like, I don't even know what to say anymore. You know, every time I kind of look over, I'm like, well, don't got any passes going on, so. Still looking and worry. Trying to figure all this stuff out, but nonetheless, not a lot of action we got going on. Closest thing that we're actually going to have is Colbreth knocked down to 6th place, as that's going to be Javier Soto to pick up that first, and Schaefer now with a 1.70 lead in front of the pack and growing. There is a 42-second difference between him and Jackson Lauterbach. Jackson also a lap behind most of these guys, as he is still working on catching up. Unless Witt is going to be on a team with Schaefer. However, Witt currently in. It's going to be P8 as Schaefer remains in the first place here in the hole. Other than that, positions have really stayed the same. Not a lot of movement we're seeing. This race is probably one of the more even races that we've actually seen. as Schaefer, of course, going to remain in that first place spot. Honestly, not really surprising anymore, as he is continuing to grow the gap longer and longer, as Harry Stallard is a staggering 3 seconds behind Schaefer. And there's going to be the 7th caution of the race here tonight, as it looks like it's not even going to show up for me who crashed into who. But now looking at going into another we're going to go into another quick.
All right, everybody.
Commercial break here, and that actually went a little bit earlier than I wanted to. But anyway, we're going to go another quick commercial break, as these guys are going to most likely get a chance to go in the pits.
All right, everybody. Welcome once again to the Ratfink Racing League on Tuesday night. My name is William Tiller. I am joined up here in the booth by Jacob Williams.
Drivers, start your engine!
Hi, boss man. So have a good day today. Like I said, load all the fans, and thank you guys for coming out here. We got a great crowd today. Everybody listening at home. Stay home out there. Everybody enjoy the race. Get it all done all day long. You ready to go? How are you feeling about today, guys? Stay focused, be smart. You guys been doing a great job out there. Really on the outside. Look for nothing other than that for the rest of the race.
We're short track racing here on a Tuesday night. And we are thundering and lightning into corner number 1 as this race kicks off officially. Oh no! Big impact to the 6 of Victor Etheridge in the top side. Tonight we are warm and toasty in Homestead, Miami Speedway, the 305. We see damage and scrape that topside wall. It's time to go racing once again in the Ratfink Racing League as George Ross in the 79 takes us into corner number 1. Action starting to pick up here off of 2. Oh my goodness, as the machine comes off of 2. It's time for the Tuesday night Ratfink Racing League.
Repeat top split winner of the qualifying series.
We knew it was just a matter of time when Hunter Sr. is victorious.
Josh Adams taking the win at Iowa.
Juicy Spider Motorsports takes home the 1, 2, 3 finish.
Premier Racing Setups is the longest running setup shop on iRacing. Our monthly subscription options start as low as $20 a month. We offer setups for dirt oval, asphalt oval, and road racing, covering a wide range of cars and skill levels. Built and tested by top-tier sim racers, this isn't just a business, it's a community of competitive drivers. If you Want to better your iRacing experience? Head over to PremierRacingSetups.com today. And remember, if you don't get one, you're going to chase one.
We're back in the exciting action now of this race, as that safety car is going to come on in after our 7th caution here of the night.
Green, green, green.
Nonetheless, we are lap 51 of 175. As we definitely still got some good racing to go here. And not even, and that's going to bring out another yellow, as that is actually going to be Wyatt Miller, Mason Gubick, and Wyatt Miller again to bring it out. And let's see if I can actually go find him. He actually had to tow back to the pits. And both of them definitely in a tough spot. Eighth caution of the night, and I'm actually going to see if I have the availability to bring Miller in. And he actually is no longer in the Discord that I've seen. So now we're joined once again with John Schaefer. Schaefer, you've been able to remain in first for a good chunk of this race. You had a second there where Stollard got a little bit in front. Looks like you got a little nervous, but you're back in first. How are you avoiding these crashes that you're seeing so far today? Obviously, being in front of the pack helps, but doesn't always keep you out of the danger zone.
Yeah, for sure. The setup, like I said, I was just working on a long run. Was really good. So just, I'm not really trying to catch lap traffic because I will come back around to them. Hold up, they're talking to me in chat.
You're good.
Sorry about that. But, no, yeah, just a good long run speed, and the goal is just to stay up front, because I don't want to get in the stuff in the back. So, I don't know, they just offered me to go to the rear. If I go to the rear and come back and win, I get an extra $10. So, I might do that.
Yeah, that sounds pretty tempting right there. I mean, I'm already kind of rooting for you with that awesome car you got going on, so.
Yeah, well, thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, it's a throwback to my dad ran it, and then it was the first late model I ever drove when I was 12. So, kind of a cool scheme to throw back to.
Absolutely. Well, you might have to look into taking that deal there and maybe split it 50-50 after I told you to do it. So.
Yeah, there we go. You might get half of it.
Nonetheless, Schaefer, you have a good safe race, dude.
Yep. Thank you. I appreciate it. Good talking to you.
Once again, that was Jonathan Schaefer here for a quick little interview. Schaefer, once again, he is loving his setup that he's got going on so far today. And no two ways about it. He's probably getting higher onto those straightaways than any other driver has been so far. So definitely did a good tune there. Definitely did a fantastic job. Gubick is going to get back into the race here tonight. And these guys are green flag and ready to go. As Schaefer already just getting out ahead, getting out in front. 56 of 175. Working on it now. Soto was able to pass Jones, it looks like, for the third place. And he's still posting good lap times. But I do find it interesting, actually, between Stollard and Schaefer, there's only a 0.3 difference on the lap time for their best of here of the night. Nonetheless, I'm just kind of looking down the board, and definitely some tight nets. Unless we are back to racing here with Schaefer front of the pack, surprisingly, as he now has a second gap between him and the second place, which is going to be remaining Harry Stollard, probably the second fastest person on this track out here tonight. So we are lap 60 coming up. And we are just under the halfway point of this race. Got about 20 laps till we hit just about that halfway point. And we're gonna continue. I'm gonna keep on trying to pull some driver information that I can get. And yeah, sorry. You know, usually I like it when that P1 is just a little bit more dominating, but so far, I mean, we got Blair in the backstretch, who's up one position as he was in 6th to start the race, and then Colbreth, who was actually in 5th. But they've just been kind of trading places. Ryder Hugert, +6 up for positions. He's P8. He started actually P14, and then next is going to be Ericsson, and that's going to be all the racers caught up today. Gubik is still out there racing, but he is a whole 3 laps down currently. He's definitely going to have some catching up to do for sure. Nonetheless, these guys still doing their absolute best, and don't know what that was. But I can tell you right now, it wasn't on my end. I'm still running 60 frames, so. Still out here in the pack as we are. This is going to be coming up on lap 65 of 175 with a 3-second, well, yeah, about, we'll call it 3-second gap right now between him and Stollard. There's a good length right now going between these two, and it honestly might take a little bit of work. I'm trying to see if I can get one that's both picture in picture, but unfortunately, I actually think I think Schaefer's too quick for that. Oh yeah, I'm trying to get one picture-in-picture. Schaefer might just be too quick, and I might have an opportunity here. And nope, Schaefer's already around the bend. But here he is, Schaefer, back at it again. Doing a phenomenal job so far on today's race. One of those things where I don't really even have any, don't really have anything to say about it. You know, Schaefer has been having a phenomenal race, coming up on 10 cautions, however, 10th would be the next caution. Not something you want to be seeing all the time. And I do actually believe that Wyatt Miller actually retired from the session here tonight. And yep, Miller, or otherwise known as race director, did in fact retire from the session at lap 51. He did. Chevy's gonna be out for the rest of the night. Let's go ahead and pull him in here and see what's up. All right, Miller, what happened there, man? You said at the beginning of this race that if you get enough cautions, you're getting pulled out of the race. Well, I don't see you in the race no more. And, you know,
yeah, I pulled in. I realized I'm not the best at Darlington, so I kind of just well, I was racing with a guy and we were side by side battling. He got loose in front of me, so I half spun myself and I backed it in the wall. Like, it was just a racing deal, and so that, like, backed in the wall, knocked the whole rear end off the truck, and decided to call her quits.
You know what? That's one of those times where you don't want to have to call it quits, but you know, it's probably the right thing to do, unfortunately. So,
exactly.
Yeah, but other than that, I mean, how about you and me just for one quick second now that you're out of the race? Let's take a quick moment to appreciate Schaefer's driving today, as he currently has a 4.75 seconds of a gap between him and Stollard. I don't even have any words for that.
Yeah, he's for sure checked out. I do believe we got word in from race control. Jonathan Schaefer, next yellow, is going to be taking an EOL. He's going from the back. He's going to try to make a back to the front run. The purse is $10 for him. If he can complete that, he'll get $10.
You know, we kind of agreed that if he was able to complete that, he's got to give me 5 because I told him to do it. So, if that's true, then I'm rooting for him. I'm rooting for Schaefer for the rest of the night tonight, as he just has a unbelievable lap going on right now, as he is lap 71. So hopefully Schaefer's able to make that decision here soon.
Yeah, I think we got word and he said he's gonna do it. And if you want to ride on board with him from I think it's the gyro view, he said that'd be awesome, so you can ride through the field with him.
Oh, you know what? Now that you said that, we're totally doing that for the rest of the race now. We are going to cockpit view. We're gonna have some fun with him.
I would go to gyro.
That's cockpit. That's what it says on SDK.
Oh, okay.
So,
yeah, I would do that next yellow because he says he's coming all the way through the field.
You know what? That is absolutely great to hear, as we're gonna have Mr. Schaefer up in here now for the second leg of the race, and he is going back to front. If he's able to get it, he's going to get the $10. So, well, Wyatt, I'll leave it up to you. You want to stick around here with me for a bit, or you want to go back to your guys?
Sure.
Awesome. So, just as kind of a quick update, Wyatt and you guys at the same time, we've had Blair and Jones kind of fighting over P4, P5, and then we have had Culbreth and Hugert fighting over P7, and then we have had Jacob Witt and was fighting with Culbreth and Hugert for a while, but is able to get into P6, which puts him up a place. He started this race today at P7, so pretty phenomenal.
You say that, Jackson Jones and Blair are gaining onto each other. See if they can do anything here. I know if I'm Jackson, I'm like really apt to get by him. It's 100 laps to go this time by. So let's see if anyone can, start making moves. If we'll see anybody start making moves.
Yeah, absolutely. We're kind of getting to that point of the race where things are going to kind of become more and more set after each lap. We're kind of getting to the spot where, all right, I'm in P8. I can only probably get up to P6. And as each lap goes on, that number keeps on kind of slowly getting further and further down. So if these guys want to make a move, we're probably going to see them within the next 25 laps here.
Yeah, 25 laps to the stage ends, so I think we'll be seeing some good racing till then. And then, obviously, that's hopefully, if we don't have any cautions, that's when Jonathan Schaefer will be going from the back to the front.
Which I am just really looking forward to now that you said that. I think that's going to be that's really cool that he decided to do that. So
Yep.
At this quick time, though, I am going to go ahead and thank sponsors of
Jackson Jones in the wall.
Jones did hit the wall there. I saw that last second. Sponsors for tonight's Thrillercar event are going to be Braden Welbin Graphics, Bull Motorsports. We are also going to have, let me scroll to my sponsor sheet. We're also going to have CFM Speed Shop, and then we are going to have PTP here as a sponsor tonight, here just for this racing series alone. And if we go over to the Fearless side, Premier Racing Setups, JS Studios, Fearless Motorsports, Goose's Rattlecan Shop, Puffy Swag Shop, and Fitness 19. Thank you, sponsors tonight, for making this broadcast possible. And for the broadcast, for the sponsors listed earlier, that's going to be from allowing Wyatt Miller, Wyatt Blair, and John Schaefer to kind of run a good group out here tonight.
Yeah, it's actually been really surprising. These last few races we've had a lot of yellows, but I got on the drivers a little bit and I think we went a full 50 laps without any, sorry, not 50, sorry, full.
Well, it should be like 40.
Yellow. Yeah, I think our last yellow was about 40 laps ago.
Should be about 40 laps till the last yellow.
So
I'm pulling it up right now, actually. It's me 45. Yeah, so about 10 minutes ago was our last yellow flag. So yeah, that would be about, call it 30, 35 laps ago.
Yep.
Hey Miller, whenever the caution is, I'll do that for the $10.
10-4. 10-4.
Oh, perfect. And that's gonna be Schaefer just joined in. Next
Hey,
caution.
Later.
Oh, that was the plan. I am going gyro for that Schaefer. You don't gotta worry. You and me are riding along for that. That's gonna be a lot of fun for that next caution. All
Sounds
right.
like a plan.
All right, appreciate Schaefer. I'll send you back.
Yep, sounds good.
Nonetheless, we're actually gonna have. Actually, guys, it's gonna be Jones that comes in the pit. Schaefer front of the pack still, and he.
I'm not sure if we're running out of gas or not. This guy's making green flag pit stops. I've seen 2 of them in the last 10 laps.
Must be, but I'd like to point the attention. Jonathan Schaefer between Harry Stullard is about an 8.4. We'll call it 4 or 5 difference and growing. Schaefer is absolutely dominating tonight's race. And I am just loving.
Yeah, you see these lap cars pulling up here like, oh, we're getting intense up here. Ryder Huger and Jackson Jones battling out right in front of your leader, Jonathan Schaefer. Let's see.
There he is. Who's going to come out on top? Wild. I was just talking about that. I'm like, we're going to start seeing these guys go ahead at more and more, so I'm looking forward to this. And it looks like
Jackson Jones actually a lap down, sadly, for making that green flag pit stop. Ryder Huger coming to be a lap down, so Jackson Jones is going to be 2 laps down here if he gets lapped.
Schaefer's giving the wall a little mermaid kiss there, and he's going to be coming back out of it now. And looks like he's going to be going for, who's that right in front of him? Is that going to be
Ryder Huger?
That's going to be Ryder.
And the beautiful looking Miller Racing throwback. I mean, that thing is spot on if it had the chrome numbers. I'm not sure why they're not showing up tonight. It's got chrome numbers on it, as you see in the picture. Jonathan Schaefer also doing a throwback to his very first ever late model back when he was 14.
I'm actually putting some pictures into this right now so I could show you guys, because this is pretty cool. What he's got going on tonight. So he sent me a picture of what he wants what he kind of wants his car to look like, and then I also have one that Ryder sent me of what he wants his car to look like.
Yeah, also Joshua Fireball Colbert, throwback to the car that I believe Jeff Gordon ran in the Busch Series in 1993, the Baby Ruth car. That car looks very good. You got Wyatt Blair and the Goodwrench Wheaties throwback, and along with also, I guess, Mason Gubick out of the race, 13 laps down. I was going to say he's doing a Jimmy Johnson throwback, but he must be out of the race.
And I was able to get that picture in here now. I'm actually going to put that up on the screen real quick so you guys can appreciate the side-by-side once I can get it. A little bit too big. Let's see if I can shrink that boy just a bit. And look at just the resemblance on that car there for Schaefer. I mean, that looks phenomenal right there. A+ to him for sure on that.
As you say that, Ryder Huger in the wall just got down all the way to the bottom of the track, almost hitting the inside wall. Not sure what happened there. He's going to go a lap down.
And I'm just getting Ryder's picture up here now. So, I can show you guys this one next too, because this one's a cool design that he was able to do. And just look at that. He did this from the top down. It looks beautiful. If only it was number 17. But yeah, you're right. Those chrome numbers would have looked really cool if we got them to work.
Yeah, along with that, we have a Ryder Huger, a proud sponsor of the truck series here, the CFM Performance Truck Series, for the rest of the season on. He owns Huger Decals, which is a decal company out of West Virginia. They do motorcycles, race cars, anything you really want. iRacing, really anything you want, he makes. So if you're interested in getting a wrap, let DM. Well, I guess you can join their Facebook group. It's Huger Decals, or follow him on TikTok. So yeah, Ryder built that wrap by himself within about 2 or 3 hours. So he's pretty fast at what he does. He's pretty good at what he does as well. So Huger Decals is also a proud sponsor.
Yeah, no, that's 100% on piggyback off that. That is a beautiful wrap he's got going on there. I mean, I'll be honest with you, I am not one to be good with graphic design stuff, but that right there is for sure an amazing looking wrap he's got.
As you say that, Jonathan Schaefer's lapped up to 5th place.
Yes, he has. He is actually, funny you say that, he is at a 12-second and still climbing difference between him and Stollard, and from Schaefer right now to last place still on the track is going to be Jackson Jones, a 54-second gap, which is just insane to me.
Oh, Mason Gubick back on track. They went behind the pit wall, fixed that car up, and he's back on track. Right behind his teammate, Joshua Fireball Colbert.
These guys definitely trying their best to get back into the race, though, but it's hard when you got a dude like Schaefer standing up in here, to be honest with you. But yeah, Gubick did leave pit lanes here. Wow. Yeah, he was in pits for a second. Looking back at the date, he did more than just change the tires. So don't know what else he might have had to use a quick fix. Maybe, I don't know. Other than that, still back in here. Schaefer, first place, going to be followed by Stollard, Soto, Blair, Witt, Hugert, Jones, Culbreth, Gubick, Erickson out with us, and now deciding after being out is going to be race director Wyatt Miller. He's going to actually finish this race in 12th place. Sorry, 11th. So Wyatt not going to get the points that he wants from that, but unless...
Yeah, that's the thing that sucks. I've ran 2 races so far. I've wrecked out of both of them. Last race, I got wrecked pretty hard, backed in the wall. Just plain up, got turned. So that one sucked, and that was on lap like 4 or 5. So they were early into the race, and this one I just made a mistake, got a little loose, and a guy finished me off. So just racing deal, and luckily we're not running full time, so points don't really matter for me. Sucks to do that. I ran back-to-back races and wrecked 2 cars, so not really a lot.
Yeah, absolutely, no kidding. I feel you there as a person that also races in real life alongside yourself. Sometimes you make those 3-hour, 7-hour car rides to get to the place and wreck within the first 20 minutes, and you're just thinking to yourself, you know what? Damn it, dude! Like,
yeah.
The important, in my opinion, I'm actually
on pit road.
And look at that, yeah, Huger just jumped into pit roads 5 laps until staging ends.
Well, luckily, all the drivers get their laps back at the next halfway break.
This is true, but I think the most important part I can tell you right now, Miller, and I'm sure you've picked this up within your years of racing, is actually a quote from Ted Lasso. I don't know if you've ever watched that show, but it says, "Be a goldfish." It's actually something that a lot of my coaches told me throughout sports and all that stuff like that, is take what you learned, right? Apply that to the next time. Apply that, and then once you apply that, forget about it. Forget about the mistakes you made. Just apply what you learned off of that. Like, oh, I braked too early here. Oh, my tires weren't warm. Stuff like that. And you're able to learn from your mistakes and move on and not be dragged behind by your previous mistakes, which I think is a very important part.
Yep.
Nonetheless, 3 laps to go until this first round is going to end.
3 laps to go. Rockingham up next. That'll be a fun track to go to. We haven't gone there in the series yet, so that'll be interesting and see how that all turns out.
Yeah, absolutely. And just because you mentioned, I'm actually going to pull up the schedule here. Up on the stream, so you guys can see, so you guys know when you guys can join on in to the next broadcast, and that's gonna go up there just kind of like how I want it to. And of course, we're at Darlington right now. This is our throwback race. Next race will be Texas. That will be May 5th, actually, if I'm reading this right. No, sorry, it is going to be Rockingham next. Rockingham is going to be... Oh, yep, that's right. We switched our dates there. So, sorry, confusing myself, too. It's going to be Rockingham, followed by Texas, followed by Watkins, and all these broadcasts will be on Fearless Broadcasting. But important part here is this is a caution. You know what this caution means? Just to check, right, Wyatt?
You know what's gonna happen here next.
Absolutely, and I'm just gonna go ahead and prepare for it right here. We're gonna go and hop into the gyro cam real quick.
In the booth.
Go ahead, let's pull them on in here. Well, Jonathan Schaefer
What's going on?
You know, we just hit our 100th lap. You know what that means. You know what the challenge that is ahead of you now.
That's right.
Jonathan
Dropping to the rear here.
Yep, for those guys that are just now tuning in, Jonathan Schaefer is attempting a challenge after leading tremendously for the first half of the session, that if he is able to make it from the back of the pack up to the front, he is going to get $10, right?
Yep.
And then he's going to give $5 to me.
For riding on board. There we go.
For riding on board. For being his emotional support out here. And these guys are going to get a chance to change the tires, change the pit, get some fuel in. I'm actually...
A little bit of adjustments.
Do a few adjustments. Can't think of what adjustments you could need to be doing out here so far. When you
trying to find some more speed.
I don't think you could get any more in these kind of cars at this point. You're doing outstanding here so far. But yep, for the rest of the race I'll have a few times in between. We're going to be riding in the cockpit here with Jonathan Schaefer, and he's going to get to hang out with us in the booth up here.
That's right. Yeah, well, Miller, whenever you want to give that EOL, I'm game for it.
Tell me when we're 1 to green.
We are 2 to green right now.
All right.
Might need to delay it.
Let's see. Everyone is... Oh, Ryder Hugert. Ryder Hugert is on track, actually. So never mind. 5 laps down, though.
We might need to delay. We got 2 cars up behind the pace car here. People are still coming out of pits.
People are still coming out of pits?
Yep. There's just one.
Hang on, we're not going. Not going.
Right, bro.
Alrighty, back out into the Alrighty, we're back. I had to ask some questions personally about this little challenge here. So Jonathan is, in the end, basically going to get 25 laps up here in the broadcast booth to get back into first place. So it's going to be an interesting one for him, to say the least.
Yeah, we're going to attempt it here. We had
Schaefer into the longest. Schaefer into the longest line.
Longest line? Okay, it's clear blacks. Tell them to all line up. So lap cars go ahead too?
Yeah, everyone does.
Okay.
We gotta make it fair.
Hey, I'll take it.
And here we are last.
Why did everyone take the top?
Yeah, for real. Do I have to take that? Do I have to stay out here?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
So I think this is going into a goal now for these racers. Just don't let Schaefer pass them. However, we have had some issues so far with these guys crashing, to say the least. So we'll see what Schaefer's able to do. And he's already off to the races. He's already looking to pass that number 69 car, Ryder Hugert. Ryder's already lapped down, so unable to be fixed so far.
Schaefer already up into 7th here, riding behind Joshua Colbert.
Not surprising so far. And he is shockingly gaining, not shockingly, gaining on Clobreth already. he was able to cut that lap time down to a 0.3 of a gap so far. Jonathan Schaefer.
Oh, wrecking on bottom. Did we just wreck?
Yep, we did. Culbreth just wrecked on bottom. And that has a chance to bring out safety car here.
We're going to keep it green. Yeah, he just got loose there. Must have lost the, must have lost the air and then overcorrected back in the Jacob Witt.
And now Schaefer past Witt, gaining on Jones.
Up into the 5th spot.
He's only got 4 more spots to climb until he's back into that glorious number 1 and doing a phenomenal job so far. And looking to make his move up here. Looking to make his move on Jones. Coming in tight to the bumper and on the straight. He's going to move outside to pass. Gaining. Passes 1. Keeps that inside line. Getting ready to pass. Stollard now. And that number 43 car out here on the straight. As he said, his car is built for these straights. Seeing what he's able to do with it. And just kind of gauging this, and he's going to make an opportunity as that it's actually going to be Soto is going to tap the wall there. And now he's behind Blair. Wyatt Blair and John Schaefer. As he's still too wide, though, with Soto. He's got to be able to get out in front of him. And they're going to bump mirrors there just a bit. He's actually going to go ahead and shift in right behind Soto again. Wait for his opportunity to arise. Still... It's going to be front bumper to the rear bumper as Schaefer still doing a phenomenal job out here with his laps. Doing way better than I would.
Yeah, we talked about there. Now look up ahead. Wyatt Blair is checked out in that Wheaties Good Wrench number 3 truck. He is he's checked out a long ways away from the rest of the pack. So not as quite as far as Schaefer was, as you see Schaefer now going to the inside of Soto. Gonna make the move on him, slide up the track, just barely clear.
And that was cleared by a piece of paper right there. And Schaefer now in the 2nd place, chasing down Blair. Here's the ultimate chase down in my mind. Schaefer gaining on Blair already as there is only a 0.32 of a gap and it's closing. Schaefer doing his work. Just absolutely phenomenal. Looks like Blair might have lost a little bit of control there as I saw his back tire start to slide. And he's making his move. Going outside. They're door to door. Door to door, fender to fender. And he's just going to lose the speed because he had to take that inside line when we all know he wanted the out. So if he wants to pass Blair, he's going to have to pass Blair in one of these straights. Only got 10 laps left.
You can honestly just go ahead and stay on that stream. He's up to P2, so let's watch this battle until it happens.
Absolutely. We know it's going to... He moves outside. Door to door. He's got to pass him. Base got to pass him there. Loses some momentum going into the corner. They touch the doors. Mirrors touch. And that's going to be... Huger just crashed in the back, Pat, but that is going to be Schaefer back in the number 1 spot. after going the end of the line all the way up to first place. Well, how's that feel now, Schaefer?
Hey, it feels good. It was fun battling with Blair there a little bit. You know, the top line's definitely most dominant, so it's hard to get a run off the corner. But yeah, it was fun. You know, rubbing and racing cleanly with Wyatt there. That was really fun.
Awesome. Well, I'll let you get back to Wyatt so you guys can shoot your crap. But I appreciate you. I appreciate you letting me ride along with you, and great job. You can pay me my $5 however you want. So.
Yes, sir. I appreciate you riding along.
Yeah, absolutely. Have a good one. Well, Miller, how about that?
That's as expected. Shaver, one of the best asphalt drivers I know. Glad he could get that down there.
Yeah, I got no words for that so far. That was an absolute beautiful end of line to the front of the pack. I really do have no words for how different that could have ended.
Yeah, only 59 laps left here. It's been a pretty long race. Fireball Colbert's back there in a 7th spot. 24 seconds back from Schaefer, so he's going to be getting lapped here soon.
And that is insane to think about, that Schaefer actually just went to end the line, and the closest person was only a lap
did you see
down.
Colbert just blew up?
He did. Colbert.
Oh, never mind, he's back going. Just slow down, let the leaders by. Good move by Colbert. Now he's going to get back. He's a lap down now.
It says on my screen he crashed.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's what it's showing. It says that Culbreth crashed out there for me.
My replay doesn't show that.
I was about to go back into replay too, so probably a good thing I didn't. But once again, results for qualifying were actually pretty interesting out here, and it's showing this leaderboard fairly well out here. It's showing about what our leaderboards look like. Only different is actually Blair's going to be in 2nd, and there's a little bit more change now that I'm looking at it, but nonetheless, leaderboard did not change all too much from the start to the end of this, as we are now 120 lap of 175. And I am still just Wyatt, like, I'm not sure if you're like me right now, but I'm absolutely amazed by Schaefer's comeback there. Granted, only did have 9 people in the race at that time, but that was still...
Yeah, crazy comeback. Well, less than 25 laps to take him. That's pretty impressive.
Absolutely. That I think that would take him 15, 17 laps. You might have to go back and watch that replay. But... nonetheless, kind of looking for some battles out there. It looks like the biggest battle we got going on right now is going to be between Soto and Jones. And I take that back, actually. It's probably going to be Hallard and Blair. Sorry, Stallard and Blair.
Stallard and Blair are battling it out. Look at Stallard, how much run he gets entering the corner. Let's see if he keeps it, too.
Oh, and Blair's just going to tap the wall. And that's going to give Stallard the extra speed. That's going to give Blair the slowdown that Stallard was hoping for. And he's going to get a little bit closer there.
Stallard all the way up the inside of Blair. Blair just must have nothing left of that beautiful number 5 truck.
And just...
look at how... oh, into the door!
By the nickel, and that's going to be both of them going into that corner going about 145 miles an hour, and that's actually Stallard that slows down there just about 139. 6 mile an hour difference.
Stallard slowed down, let Blair get back by so they don't both wreck. Blair there looked really loose Now they're battling back again. Stallard with a good run out of the corner gets with about a car length behind Blair. He's gonna peek to the inside. Blair up in the wall. Blair loose.
And he just
Stallard. Both of them save it. Stallard gets a little loose.
And that was almost very bad, very quick. Luckily,
Blair
these
now
guys.
stretching it back out. Here comes Soto. Soto trying to peek up the inside of Harry Stallard. Not going to work. Here comes Stallard with a crazy run off the corner. Now down to 2 car lengths. 1.5, now 1. Only 1 car length back from over 10 back entering the corner. Here comes Stallard with a freight train coming through.
And this is just an absolute battle that we're watching right now between Stallard and Blair. Soto still trying to get involved in it, which I do think is funny.
Stallard, yeah, look at Stallard all the way up the inside of Blair. Blair's going to try to come back down the track, cross him over, see if he gets the run down the straightaway. He does. Going to peek to the inside here. Oh, he's going to give him a little bump. Stallard now down to the run the bottom. Blair not good enough to hang on to that one.
And that was just a difficult one there for Blair, as he kind of kept tapping that wall because he was being pushed more toward that outside to avoid wrecking with Stallard. Stallard comes out victorious, going to be in the 2nd place spot, and that was going to be the battle of the night.
Hard.
And that was without a doubt actually probably going to be the fight of the night. But oh, don't go anywhere. It's Soto and Blair now. He's
Soto,
closing
yeah,
in.
Soto, very good run, less a little about a car length entering the corner. Blair must be having some issues with that truck, just must not be able to keep it under him. Looks like he's getting super loose. Oh, you see Soto tag the wall off turn 2. That is really easy to do here in these trucks at Darlington. Caution's
And
out.
Gubic just crashed. He just
Mason Gubic
absolutely wrecked going in there. Let me see if I can pull a replay out.
Oh, wow. Mason Gubic and Fireball Colbert with actually his teammate. Gubic gets sideways. And,
Oh, no.
Look at this.
It's going to be 3 of them.
Gubic checks up, and Jacob Witt Arca breaks Colbert, and Colbert's nowhere to go. They're all 3 involved.
Look at that. It started with Gubic just letting those back tires slip out a bit. He went in to correct it, but unfortunately it was his teammate that is going to absolutely slam into his door there. And then it's going to be that black car in back, I believe Erickson, to follow. And that's just not what you... No, that's actually number 9.
You see the cars come down pit road. Oh, Gubic into the yellow barriers.
And I'm not live yet, and Gubic, just not having it. Gubic, unfortunately, just not having it out here today. Definitely not what you want to be seeing, as he is going to go into the pits as we are lapped 130 out of 175. And all these guys are actually going to take a chance going to the pits, get a fresh set of tires.
As I'm going to drag Jonathan Schaefer. Jonathan, double or nothing, buddy. You want to take it?
All right, we're going for the double here. Send me the longest line.
Wow, would you look at that. Double or nothing. Schaefer's taking it. He has...
We did seem to help a little bit.
Look at DMs, Jonathan.
Yep.
But would you look at that?
Discord.
Yeah, no, I saw it. 10-4.
Frick, I can't spell. There we go. Yeah, just, I don't know, it's gonna be a good show.
2 to green here, we might have to... Actually, I don't know if we'll have to delay it. But I'll go ahead and I'll take the EOL here.
Yeah, I'm trying.
Schaefer.
Now, the longest line even. Just go to the end of the longest line even. It says let people by.
Yep.
Once again, if you guys are now just tuning in to see what's up, Schaefer now taking the 2nd EOL of the night for a chance to win another $10. And,
Wyatt Blair now in the booth. Wyatt Blair wants an interview.
Blair, I haven't.
Blair, how about that battle? You hung on to it a few times, almost wrecked with Harry Stallard a few times. It looked like you were just fighting your car a lot. Tell us about that.
Yeah, honestly, that whole fire off I had when Jonathan took the first challenge to go from back to front, I got the lead there. I already knew he was hard charging coming back for me, so I was pushing as hard as I could to get away, and I just burnt my stuff up too quick. In that short amount of time, anybody who does sim racing, they understand my percents on tires. My right front was actually at 40% after about 15 laps. I pushed so hard there. So definitely don't want to do that here at the end, but yeah, I just got tight, there's a lot of aero tight too that happens here.
All right, we'll let you go back to your call, and good luck with the rest of the race.
Thank you, man.
And here's green flag, as this is going to be, once I can find him, Schaefer in P6, and he's already climbing. Schaefer already climbing up.
Oh, look at this! They're both drafted for third. Blair really loose there. Schaefer lagging back a little bit.
And Schaefer kind of watching that back of the pack. Doesn't want to really get involved in that.
Second. 3 cars battling it out for second. Here comes Blair up the inside of Soto. Now Jackson Jones looking back, I know he's thinking, oh, you're Jonathan Schaefer. I know Jones just has to be thinking they're going to wreck each other, and hopefully he can capitalize. Here comes Schaefer now down the inside
and
of
that's
Jones.
And that's going to be Blair going for the move on Soto. He's going to get out in front. And he's just going to make it in time. Just to make it, and look at that. And here's going to be the devil himself, Schaefer, right behind him. And this is going to be Schaefer coming up on 4th place, making his first move. Passes Soto. Going for the second. And he is going to be out in front of that number 43 car, Soto, as Schaefer now in 3rd place. And he is making a run for Blair.
Let's see if Wyatt Blair battles out with Schaefer. Schaefer tried to get around him last time, and Blair, you can tell he was trying to block. Let's see what he does this time. I know Blair wants to stay around Jonathan Schaefer. Let's see what he does.
I mean, yeah, absolutely. So far, these two have just been back and forth, and it's been really entertaining to watch. But
up in the wall.
Blair keeps letting that back end hit his wall. I'm not sure if he's running a looser setup today or not. But
guys, I think he's on an alliance team. Yeah, Miller Racing an alliance with Jonathan Schaefer. That's who Wyatt Blair runs for, which is my team. We're on an alliance with Jonathan Schaefer, so let's see if these so-called teammates will battle it out.
Oh, you know what? Honestly, I'm hoping for a good battle out here. I am. I think this will be very entertaining. He's kind of going more toward that inside. He's door to door. In the chance again. He's got to get out in front, though, before this front corner. Outside line is quicker on this track, like we heard him say earlier. Predicts it. Clears them. And this is going to be Schaefer in second.
Here comes Blair back to the inside of Schaefer. Good run. Blair going to give him a little bump.
A little friendly reminder who he is.
Wyatt Blair now checks up. See if he can get a good run off the corner. Looks like he's going to. Blair with a good run off the corner.
And look at that.
We get up to Harry.
Look at that. Schaefer just doing an absolutely phenomenal job here up against Blair, locking out every opportunity that he has. He's now going for Staller, which is a 2.5 gap, and actually getting bigger currently. Of course, Staller out on the straight right now. We'll see if he's able to fix it.
5 minutes until this race times out with our, man, I can't even think of the word.
Subscription, whatever you want to call it.
Well, Darlington here has a time limit on the races because we have a curfew. There we go. Curfew. So only 5 minutes left in this race. 4 minutes and 30 seconds now. Not going to be able to finish it. Let's see who's winning here when the white flag flies.
Schaefer has the opportunity here to win $20 tonight and get a bunch of points for his team. He's just got to catch up to Stollard, which is a 2.26 gap and closing.
Yeah, Stallard, very stout tonight. He's running second most of the night, now leading some laps. Oh, just tagged the wall there a little bit out of 2. See if he burns his stuff up, or will he be solid and win this race with just 3 minutes and 45 seconds left.
With only 3 minutes and 45 seconds left, he can push this car to his max. He can drain those tires a bit. And honestly, if he does that, I think he has a good chance of taking home this win. If Jonathan Schaefer stops able to shave off points, he is now down to 1.8 of a gap.
So
and still shrinking.
We are about, if my calculations are right, we're about 10 laps left. A little less than 10.
We're going to the blimp view for this, as I think that Stollard just almost rode a wall there.
He did.
And that's actually going to bring the gap in favor for Schaefer. That's a 1.35 gap right now between Schaefer and Stollard. As we are now going to be in the blimp view for the remainder of this race, because it's so cool to watch. I love it. But this absolutely phenomenal way to close it out, as Schaefer is chasing down Stollard. It's going to come down to the ticket line here. No two ways about it.
So about 5 laps to go now. 5 laps left, and then we go white flag. So about actually 6 laps left. 6 laps left.
Schaefer running out of opportunities to make his moves on Stollard. Honestly, he is able to catch up a good chunk, but only a second difference, so it's going to come down to it.
It sure will. As you see, Harry Stallard and Jonathan Schaefer just less than a second away. Schaefer's gonna have to really start using that gas pedal with just 4 laps to go.
Yeah, he's gonna have to do everything in his power to catch up at this point.
Looks like he's got a good run off it. He's gaining about 2/10 a lap, so it'll be really close if he can hang on and get to the front and win this race.
And we are just coming straight down to this wire here, as that gap is 0.5 is a fifth of a second actually is what we're down to. That lap, that gap right there is a fifth of a second. Getting down into it. Schaefer climbing up on Stollard. That gap is shrinking.
Yeah, look at that. Schaefer only 0.5 of a second with just a little less than a lap to go. Or a little less than 3 laps to go.
I mean, this is just some amazing racing we're seeing so far. Right now, Stollard's doing everything in his favor to not let Schaefer get close to him. And he's doing everything he can. Schaefer's making his move on that inside. He's getting up to him. He's 0.2. And he's 0.1. He is 0.10 of a second away, and he's up, and he's going to touch the bumper on the inside. Making his move for it.
2 laps to go now.
They are just right up to each other.
Hold on.
They are right up to each other. This is going to come down to the finish line. Schaefer might have to stick his tongue out here to secure the victory.
Look at this.
Going.
Very close battles. 18 seconds left in this race. Coming to the white flag, if I had to guess. This actually will be 2 to go, I believe. I don't think we're going to make it to I think we'll make it to the line before we go white flag.
And
I
look
don't
at
think we
this.
are. We're not making it. White flag out now.
And here's there should be the white flag.
White flag is out. Schaefer and Stallard. See if Schaefer can get the good run. Oh, he hits the wall.
He's going to tap the wall right there. That's actually going to bring his time down. And Stollard starting to pull away.
Schaefer's going to have to make a move here.
He goes inside.
To his bumper. Oh, he hits him.
Oh, and he's going to ride the wall there. He is going to put his foot to the floor. He ain't lifted until he's got her a checkered flag.
Wins it by a nose.
And that is going to be Stollard coming in first place, just off of the skin of the chinny chin chin, And let's see if we can see some victory donuts. That's what we're all waiting for.
Your second place finisher, Schaefer. What do you got to say?
I mean, you know, the quickest car, but just wanted to have some fun, you know. So it was just fun to put on a battle for everybody, and you know, it was fun racing Harry and battling down there. So honestly, I'm not upset with the second place there. I had a lot of fun.
Rusty Water race. This was good crap.
Yeah, that was absolutely an amazing race there from you, Schaefer. You almost got into it, but I just gotta ask, you know, kind of coming down to that last little moment, what were you thinking? Like, all right, am I making my move now, or what do I have to do to secure this victory?
Yeah, you know, I obviously could have drove it in deeper and hit him a little harder, but I didn't want to be dirty. You know, we had a dominant car, so just I wanted to put on a battle for everybody watching. So, you know,
All
I'm glad
right.
I was able to
Well,
do that.
look at the donuts, Harry Stallard. We're gonna get a word with Blair and Schaefer and our winner, Harry Stallard, here in a minute.
Awesome, and be coming on back, and waiting for Harry to pop on in. Harry now in the room with us. Harry Stallard in the room with us now. Harry, after a race like that, how do you feel?
Oh man, that was something. I didn't know we were running out of time. I don't know what happened. I thought, man, if I could. I know Jonathan had the fastest car, and I was hanging on for dear life. And all of a sudden, I looked up and saw the white flag and thought, oh, I got a shot at this. And just drove everything I had, and luckily on the last lap, didn't make too big of a mistake getting into 3, and somehow held him off.
Well, absolutely.
Wow.
Congratulations tonight, then, Harry. Beautiful racing, sir, all around, sir.
Thank you.
Good
really.
run, Harry. Good run. I gotta know. Whenever you saw that white flag, what was going through your head?
Well, I didn't really see it till I got down into 1, and I thought, I just got so nervous, and I started sweating really bad and thought, oh man, I really do have a shot at this. And
Well,
luckily,
also you're locked into the championship, so gonna come back and race with us some more, I hope, this season. You're locked in the championship, and we hope to see you in the round of 8.
of course, when you got the best promoters in the world and the best admins, you know, you got to come back.
That is right. All right, who do you want to thank here tonight?
I got to thank Mom, my dad. I got to thank Braden Mussetter Performance. I don't even know where he's at. I ain't talked to him in like a month, but definitely Team Motor had some good setups to do with that. And got to thank TRD, Toyota Racing, and we're going to go try to pick up one more this year.
All right, we'll let you get back to your team and celebrate. Good job tonight.
Thanks, Wyatt.
And that was the conclusion of the race. Harry Stallard and Jonathan Schaefer came down to the wire. And that is going to be
Schaefer now up in the booth.
Schaefer now up with us.
What's going on?
I'm still trying to figure that out in my head. You did it not once, but twice. You took the bet saying you could make it from the end of the line all the way to the front. And
yeah, you know, it was a great
first time.
It was fun.
Yeah, first time it worked out perfectly for you. Second time, it came down to the time constraint. If you would have had 3 minutes, if you would have had, I'm guessing 6 minutes left, you would have hit in that front spot with how you and Stallard were racing. But nonetheless, you and Stallard put on some very clean laps. Schaefer, you got into some great battles today out there with Blair, and it just gave for a very phenomenal, entertaining race here tonight.
Yeah, no, I'm glad. I hope everybody enjoyed it. You know, I feel like we had the quickest car tonight. You know, at one point we had like a 20-second lead. So just to do something to make it a little entertaining, and, you know, no, not giving away anything from Harry. He was definitely quick there at the end. You know, it was tough to catch up to him, and you know, it was a fun battle there. And I agree. If we didn't have the time constraints there, you know, we still had about 25 laps to go. I feel like we could have had that. But you know, nonetheless, it was a great race and a good win to Harry. And I appreciate the the broadcast and everybody watching.
Absolutely, and maybe if I'm got corrected, are you and Blair currently bumper to bumper?
Yeah, I didn't see that, but I think we are. I think he's wanting to do some burnouts.
Well, let's see them. Let's see you guys pull the burnouts out. And here is the burnout to end it all between Schaefer and Blair. Once
Blair
again,
here now, Blair. I just gotta ask. You had a phenomenal car tonight. Just couldn't hang on there on that one restart, and you got the second chance. Just tried to battle with Schaefer, and Schaefer kind of threw a slide job on you almost, and
yeah.
didn't quite clear it. It almost got you up in the wall. But phenomenal race by you. And who do you want to thank?
Oh yeah, I want to thank you as my team owner. Thank the broadcaster. Got to thank Jonathan Schaefer. It was a great race for both of us. Luckily, I think it was a great race in all. I mean, neither one of us had ever junked our cars. Honestly, just thank all of our sponsors, Chevrolet, CFM. God, I can't think of any others. I'm just happy I got third 2 weeks in a row.
Yeah, that was great racing from you. So definitely congratulations.
Yeah, congrats. Congrats on that. But I gotta ask you one more question.
Yes.
Are you gonna pick up a win this year? Or you think you got it?
Yeah, absolutely. Now that I've started to get some of the momentum back, at the start of the season, I got 2 DNFs in a row. So finally getting 2 top 5s, hell, 2 top 3s podiums in a row, is definitely really helping with my momentum. So I'm just hoping to carry it on the next week and the rest of the season, and hopefully get us in a good position to possibly contend for a championship.
Alrighty, well.
All right, well, we'll let you go.
Thank you guys so much. Go ahead and celebrate out there. Have a good one. Once again, I'm Ben Baker here along with Wyatt Miller. And Wyatt, thanks for stepping into the broadcast booth and having some fun with me out here tonight. But we will be signing off here tonight. We'll be signing off here tonight. Wyatt, anything else to add?
No, I don't. Just thank you, fans, for tuning in. And